I'm Essie, and I'm a dancer.
My name is Fatimah, and I'm a dancer.
I'm Tiffany. I'm a dancer.
I got paid $1 to stop dancing in the family dance competition because they felt bad for me.
I had just gotten out of an abusive relationship where I wasn't allowed to do anything.
Growing up, I never really got the chance to be sexy or be comfortable in my skin and with my body.
I really wanted to dance and I wanted to be good at it. So in high school, I joined cheerleading, and I didn't exactly love the frills of the skirts. It wasn't exactly my style. And when I moved up a grade, I found step and my eyes just exploded. I was like, this is amazing.
The very first time I saw salsa in person was on New Year's Eve 10 years ago. And I sat in my chair the whole time. I was so scared, and somebody asked me to dance and I turned them down. And I was like, nope, not gonna do it. I was completely petrified of what was in front of me.
After college, my roommate at the time saw a sign in the window at Clarendon Grill for salsa lessons on a Monday night. So she dragged me out. I didn't want to go, but I went anyway, and I hated it.
From step is where I found musical theater, and from musical theater, my love for musicals kind of came into it. Things like The King and I, and Dirty Dancing, and Selena. I learned the basics for salsa off of Selena, even though it's cumbia. Don't judge.
After that point, I was also very addicted to it, and any little chance that I could, I would peek out of the corner and watch. And I saw another time Eduardo Diaz, who is still in the scene. He was dancing in a competition at this nightclub that usually I only went to because they had top 40 and I could twerk, and it was great. So I was never afraid of twerking. I was only afraid of other people touching me. So that night I saw Eduardo Diaz and his partner do this amazing routine, and he flipped her, and I was like, holy crap, that's cool. Then I saw his dance progression. I got involved in his school at A&E Dance Studio in Augusta, Georgia, which actually doesn't even exist anymore. He's teaching now in South Carolina, but that's how I started.
In 2014, I was furloughed at work for a week, and so I ended up going out dancing randomly almost every night that week. So I went to the salsa room on a Wednesday night, and it just so happened that Island Touch was there, and it was bachata night, and I really didn't know much about bachata. I was just there randomly. So they mentioned that they were having auditions for the DC Touch co-ed bachata team. And I thought, you know what, why not? Just go for it, try it. So I did, I made the team, I started to love bachata, and the rest is history. I did Ferocity for a year and a half as well. So yeah, I love salsa, I love bachata, have gotten into kizomba, a little bit of zouk, love them all, it's great.
I'll never forget my first 2 instructors. They are still in the dance scene today. Edgar and Maria, absolutely amazing. And from that point on, I have never stopped. But I add a little bit of everything that someone teaches me. I add myself into it, make it my own. And that's what I aspire to do as a dancer and as an instructor, is to not make copies of myself and to not see copies of other people out in the world, but to give what I have and then see them add themselves into it and turn it into a whole brand new thing. Dance means,
I think it's a lot of things: a revolution, a metamorphosis, it's comfort, it's sexy, it's naughty, It can be comedic depending on who you are. It allows you to tap into different facets of your being, which is great for somebody that is very expressive like myself. And it allows you to have community. And I've come to know deep relationships and friendships in my life that I would never have. I wouldn't have this opportunity if it wasn't for dance and the community that has come into my life. So dance is everything. But also like simple. It could be complex, but it could also just be, you know, I need to get this anger out, I need to get this sadness out. I want to send this sexy video to somebody. It's your language.
After getting into dancing, so first there are themes at the parties and the congresses, so that allowed me to get more into fashion, and I just love themes. Everybody knows that about me. And then things like bodysuits and costumes just gave me an appreciation for my body and who I am, and learning to appreciate it. And that's just a life lesson. It came late for me, but I'm just glad that I have had the opportunity to experience it and love myself. So dance has given me that, and I'm so grateful.
I didn't realize exactly how important dance was to me until I was in an accident in 2016. A car ran over my foot and broke 2 of my toes. I thought it was going to be an easy heal and I'd be fine. Wasn't the case. I still have problems to this day that I try to work through, try to overcome. And those like 6 to 8 months where I wasn't supposed to be dancing but was kind of hobbling around, especially those like 4 weeks that I was in a walking boot and really couldn't do anything. Not having dance is a sad, pathetic, dark, quiet world.
I distinctly remember this time where my very first salsa instructor was Jimmy Salsarito. He now teaches and lives out of Miami, and he was the first person to ever even explain like what a congress setting was, what a festival was. And I had gotten turned down at the nightclub that we like all went to in Augusta, and he was like, listen, you can do anything, and if anybody tells you no, you know, you come and get me, and we're gonna dance right in front of them. Because I danced with this girl, and she was heavy set, but she was light as a feather, and she was my favorite dance of the night. And just hearing that positive feedback about somebody I didn't know in a congress, like what even is a congress, in a dark ballroom somewhere, that made an impression on somebody that I looked up to. I was like, oh, I can do that too. And we did that one night before I left. We danced like right in front of the person that like put me down, and like they were just looking at me in the corner of their eye, but I was like, yes, I'm that. We did that.
Having dance just brings life and joy and music, and it gives you the goosebumps. It makes you feel things. It is like coming home to Bae that has baked a fresh apple pie and topped it off with ice cream, hot fudge, and a cherry, and you get to eat it sitting on the couch watching RuPaul's Drag Race. Everything that you want, that is what dance is.
It's definitely given me a confidence boost to be able to go out there and show people that I can dance. It happens all the time. Every single time I go to a new place, I get passed over until they see me dance. And dance gave me that permission to be like, I don't even need anybody else. I'm gonna sit here, have a great time with the music by myself, and it invites other people to approach me where they wouldn't have normally. They're like, wow, you are a good dancer. And I'm like, thank you. And it's still 10 years later gets to you. Like, it's amazing. It makes me have confidence to do other things that I think that I can't.
Just do it. You never know how much fun you're gonna